Hey guys, today we are going to be painting a watercolor turkey. We are going to use our watercolor paints. You're also going to need a piece of paper. If you have a thicker paper to paint on, that would be great. If not, you can try to use just regular paper. And we're also going to be using crayons. You're going to need your paintbrush. You're going to need a small cup of water and either a sponge or paper towel. The sponge is for blotting and tapping your brush. Okay, let's go ahead and get started. So the first thing that we're going to do is we are going to draw our turkey. And you may use whatever color crayon you would like. We're going to use crayon today because it resists the water. So choose a color that you like. I chose purple. You may choose whatever color you would like. Okay? And the first thing we're going to do is draw the turkey head. I'm going to draw a circle, a medium-sized circle in the middle of my paper, just like that. Next, I'm going to draw the eyes. I'm going to draw two oval shapes. Inside each of those ovals, I'm going to do a rainbow shape. And I'm going to color them in at the bottom only. Next, I'm going to draw the turkey beak. I'm going to just do a triangle shaped beak. I'm going to draw a line across with two lines coming down to a point. Okay, next I'm going to draw the little wattle, the waddler that goes underneath the turkey head. I'm going to take my crayon and just go boop, 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 up and around. Next, I'm going to take my crayon and I'm going to draw the body of the turkey. It's going to start right here. Everybody find this side of your turkey's head and you're going to put your crayon right there. We're going to come down and around, making kind of an oval shape. So I'm going to go down and up and around. Okay. Next, we're going to draw the turkey's feet. I'm going to do two lines right next to each other. 1, 2 on one side. And I'm going to draw two lines right next to each other on the other side. 1, 2. Then I'm going to take my crayon and do the rest. I'm just going to make 3 little toes. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay, now I'm going to choose a different color to draw my feathers with. If you want to use the same crayon, you can, or you could get a different color. I'm going to use green, just to keep it fun and colorful, since we're learning about color. I'm going to make 6 big feathers. I'm going to make 6 big feathers. They're going to come up to a point and then back down. I'm going to start up here at the top of the turkey's head. So I want you to start up at the top of the turkey's head, right in the middle, right here. We're going to go up, 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 really high. Stop. Make sure we start again at the end. It's pointy. And we come back down, nice and big feather. I'm going to start right here where I left off. I'm going to go up, 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 up. Stop. Make sure that it's pointy and come back, 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 back down. That's 2. We're going to do 4 more. I'm going to start here at the top of the head. I'm going to go up, 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 up. Make sure it's pointy. Come back down. I'm going to start right here where I ended. I'm going to go up, 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 up. Make sure it's pointy. Start right there. Come back down and around. We're just going to do 2 more. I'm going to start over here on this side. I'm going to go up, 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 up to a point. Come back down to the middle of the body. I'm going to start right here. Go up, 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 up. Come back down and around. You see how I was holding my paper while I was drawing. I'm going to take this same color and I'm going to draw a line in the middle of each of my turkey feathers. This just helps make them look like real feathers. Okay, next I'm going to take some different color crayons and I'm going to draw some line designs on the turkey, on the wattle, on the legs. Okay, I don't care which colors you use, it's completely up to you. I'm going to take an orange. And we're just making a fun turkey. I know turkeys don't really have polka dots on them, but we're making a fun, colorful turkey today, an abstract turkey. It's okay if it doesn't look real. We're making it look fun. I'm putting polka dots on my turkey. I'm going to use another color and draw some stripes on the wattle. I'm going to also use yellow and make some stripes. You can use the same colors as me, or you can use different colors. It's completely up to you. I'm also going to use orange on the feet to just make some lines going across the feet. Stop for a second and let you get caught up. If you need to pause the video, you can definitely do that. I'm going to take one more crayon. I'm going to take blue. It doesn't matter what color you decide to use. And I'm just going to do stripes in the background. So I'm going to take my paper, hold it tight, and I'm going to go across. I'm going to go behind the turkey. So a line, stop, and then a line again. A line, stop, and then a line again. You can do whatever you want in the background. If you want to do more polka dots, you could do that if you want. Any kind of line. Okay. Next, we get to paint our turkey. Okay, so when we're using watercolor paints, we want to make sure that first our brush is really clean. So I'm going to take my brush, I never hold it hard, I hold it gentle, and I'm going to gently wiggle it in the water and tap it on my sponge. If you don't have a sponge, you can just use a paper towel or whatever you have at home. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to use my lightest color, which is my yellow, and I'm going to paint the beak yellow. I'm also going to take my yellow and I'm going to paint the feet. And I'm not pressing hard. I'm wiggling my brush gentle, gentle, gentle. I'm wiggling my brush gentle, gentle, gentle. Okay? Next, I'm going to gently tap, tap, tap my brush in the bottom of the bowl. Gentle tap, tap, tap. Gently tap it on my sponge, and I'm going to get a little bit of red. Wiggle, wiggle in the paint. You don't have to press hard. You don't have to dig your brush into the paint. I'm just tickling the paint with my brush and tickling the paper with my brush. Very gentle. I'm painting with the tippy tip tip. And I painted the wattle red. Now I'm going to tap, tap, tap it into the water. tap it on the sponge, and I'm gonna get some brown. I'm gonna tickle the brown paint with my brush. I'm not digging my brush in. And I'm very slowly going to paint around my turkey's body. And if it stops and I can't paint anymore, I'm just gonna get a little more water and a tiny bit more paint. I don't want it to be too dark, so I just got a little dab of paint. I'm also gonna paint my turkey's head brown. Just a little bit of paint. If it's too dark, then use more water. If it's too light, then use more paint. Gently wiggling my brush around. Okay, then I'm gonna paint the feathers. This is the fun part. We're gonna make our own colors today. Some are gonna come straight from the paint, some we're gonna make on our own. So watch carefully. First, I'm going to start with the lightest color. I'm gonna tap, tap, tap my brush, tap it on my sponge. I'm gonna start with yellow. I'm going to paint my first feather yellow. Just plain yellow. Then I'm gonna skip this one. Skip the one in the middle, tap, 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 and wash your brush. We're gonna do this one red. I'm gonna wiggle just a little bit of red on my brush. I don't wanna dig my brush in, just a little bit of red, and I'm gonna paint this one red. What color do you get when you mix yellow and red together? That's what we're gonna do in this one. What color do you get from yellow and red? Let's see. I'm gonna use a little bit of yellow. Make sure my brush is clean first. Get the yellow, wash my brush, tap, tap, tap. Use some extra water. Get a tiny little bit of red, not very much or it'll be too dark. And I'm gonna mix the red onto my yellow. And you should be able to tell that it looks orange. I'm gonna wash my brush again. I'm gonna skip this one right here. Tap, tap, tap. Wiggle my brush onto the blue just a little bit. I'm gonna paint this feather blue. I want you to do yours the same. Paint this feather blue. What color do we get when we mix red with blue? Let's see. I'm gonna wash my brush, tap, 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 get a little bit of red. I'm gonna paint with a little bit of red. Wash my brush, tap, tap, tap. Get a tiny little bit of blue. Tiny little bit of blue. I just tapped my brush, gentle, gentle. Tiny little bit of blue, and it should make a purple. Okay. Last but not least, I know they're not next to each other, but what do we get when we mix yellow and blue? We're going to put here, yellow and blue together. We're gonna mix here. I'm gonna tap, tap my brush. I'm gonna use yellow first because it's lighter. Gentle, gentle, wiggle it on the paper. I'm gonna tap, tap my brush to clean it. Get a tiny, tiny little bit of blue. Tiny, tiny little bit of blue. I'm gonna mix the little bit of blue in with the yellow. And it should make green. Sometimes it's kind of hard to tell, but you can see that it is not the same as just blue or just yellow. Okay, and then last but not least, guys, you will go ahead and choose whatever color you love to paint your background, and your turkey is all done. Maybe you can hang it up somewhere special for Thanksgiving next week. I hope you have a wonderful holiday, and I hope you have a wonderful day. Nice job, guys.